Hey everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video, we'll be going through an unboxing of the April subscription box from Bokksu, and I believe this should be a Sakura themed box, based on the small hint from the March box, and obviously if you look at social media, it's obviously been actively promoted. So here we are, April, with the Sakura theme box. First thing you're ready to notice is instead of the typical orange, this is actually in a more of a pinkish shade, and does have some small graphics throughout the box, which is actually really nice. Gives it a little bit of that extra something. So have the Bokksu.com on it. That's one of the sides with more of the artwork on it. And then obviously premium Japanese snacks at the top, with a bit more of that artwork also wrapping around. So that was a look at the outside of the very special pink box for the month. I suspect we'll go back to orange for the next month, which will be May. So that's the outside of the box. Having a look inside the box, and I have not got this the right way, at least in terms of open. Okay, flipping it open. Inside the box, I would try and show it, but bad things will probably happen. It does say celebrate Hananami with this limited edition 2022 Sakura Bokksu. I'm sure I've butchered the pronunciation, as I usually do. So we have the Culture Guide, volume 36 for Sakura season. So we'll obviously go through this in a second. Just another little courtesy card advising there's been a swap out. Which, you know, it's unfortunate these things happen, but it's also expected given some of the climate we live in. So we've had one of these plum flavoured snacks replaced with another plum flavoured snack. I'll probably keep this close to the guide. And there's a nice little card of most likely what's included within the actual set. You know, it's a very nice looking card, and just a nice little thank you on the back. So that's that. Now, in terms of what is inside, which is always amazingly put together, I feel so bad basically taking everything out because I can never get everything back in the same way. So what we will do, as we always do, is I will take everything out and we will page through everything as per the culture guide. I suspect this one might be more very sweet than a savoury box, but I guess we'll find out soon. And saying that, looks like there's some nice sweet treats already in here. Ooh, if those are what I... No, it's not what I think it is. But we will come back to it. That does feel like fluid. Okay. And there's some more stuff in here. In fact, there's some item duplication, I think. Yes, there is. Okay, so putting the box aside, it'll be the last time we see the box in that nice look that it had. Okay, so Sakura season here is Culture Guide Volume 36. So that's the front. On the back, next month's haiku hint. Get out the candles and the decorations too. It's Bokksu's birthday. Okay. I don't even know if that's much of a hint. I mean, it feels like it says everything in it, but I guess we'll see. It's obviously be a bit of a birthday themed box. So, which I guess is fair enough. If this is volume 36, one would assume that's probably 3 years worth of Bokksu. If they've done a volume every 12 months. Okay, Sakura season. So we've seen this on that nice little postcard type card earlier. As part of the thank you. So discover where our snacks are coming from. So it's all coming from, once again, various parts of Japan. I'm not going to try and pronounce half of them because I will butcher it. But there you go. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 different locations. Very nice. Nice little Let's Learn Japanese section. Okay, so starting with the thing I dare not pronounce because I'm probably going to butcher it. So starting on the left, we have this nice little sweet and savory item. A rice cracker with umi, Japanese plum, and soy sauce, and a layer of sugar. So that should be a nice little combination type snack. Glad there's only one of them, because I can imagine you start with one, you will want more. So that's that one. Over to the jelly, which I believe is this nice little bag. Bouncy jelly is flavored with fragrant sakura blossoms, with vibrant pink flowers and pickles. So this will be sweet. It doesn't need to be refrigerated before consumption. I mean, it seems to have some level of solid texture, but yeah, not too sure. So there's that one. Moving on, what do we have here? Strawberry milk marshmallow. These ones. It's a very nice packaging. So there'll be a few different flavors in here. So these will be sweets. Squishy marshmallows are coated in white chocolate that's kneaded and freeze-dried. I'm sure I'm butchering my pronunciation of things. Actually, no, I take that back. I have actually taken the wrong thing. This is not the marshmallow. This is actually the rice crackers. My mistake. So this will be a sweet and a savory. So there will be different flavors. Matcha, purple potato, which I believe is taro, red pepper, and a few others. In fact, they're probably over here. Purple potato, zarami, matcha, mayonnaise and sesame, turmeric and barbecue, white sugar, red pepper. So yes, those are the rice crackers. As for the actual strawberries, those are the strawberries. That seems a lot more appropriate. So these will be strawberries with some, I guess, strawberry flavouring on the outside. So these will be sweet. That's very nice. Yes, there will be a resealable bag in there, so you don't need to eat them all in the one go. I definitely don't recommend doing that either. We have Sakura mochi. Now there are 2 of these. Yes, these are the right ones. So nice and squishy as mochi is. So those will be very nice. So these will be sweet. Then we have some cookies, which will be these 2. So there's only one. So even though there's two in it, there's only one of these included in the box. These will be sweet. Spanish cookies made with roasted almond flour. So I'm assuming they'll have a bit more of a nutty type flavor and texture about them. Moving on, let's see if I can actually do this correctly. So we have another round of mochi. Strawberry choco mochi. This will naturally be sweet. So this is more akin to the daifuku. So this would be a very nice one. I'm glad there's two of them. I think I will quite enjoy these ones when the time comes. We have some senbei kelp crackers. I think there's one, maybe two in there. That's not too bad. So these will be a savoury one. The chips. Here we go. Savoury and spicy chips. Made from gobo or burdock root. They're fried and coated in spicy mentai, which is cod roe, flavouring for a light yet fiery treat. Very nice. Now I will admit, some of the spicy, savoury stuff they've included has definitely been that nice, optimal spice hit where you know it's definitely a bit spicy, but it's not eye-watering, run to the nearest water tap spicy. Another type of cookie, there will be two of these. There will be a sweet one, shortbread-like cookie, with a bit of a Sakura taste about them. So we have two of these. Moving on to the gummies. So we have these little gummies here, which you can actually kind of see one of them in the little window mirror. So these will be sweet and sour type gummies. Ooh, sweet and sour. I like me a good sweet and sour gum, and it looks like it might have a little bit of filling in them possibly. Yeah, a bit of a jam center. So those would be nice. And yes, there is a nice little resealable thing in them, so you can tear up the top and have them at your own leisure. And there's a bit of a breakdown of what to expect with them. Now these, I believe, were what were replaced with the honey plum. Yes, so we have two of these. So that both of them are sweet and savoury. They're a crispy rice cracker. So have that pickle plum flavour and a bit of a mellow honey flavour as well. I can see where it's a bit of a sweet and savoury between the pickle plum and the honey. So there's two of those. That should be very nice. So that's that. A Sakura sweet cookie. So we have two of these. Nice little, almost like a little wafer type cookie, which it kind of looks like, based on that picture of it slowly coming out. So as I said, two of those. We have a bit of a savoury type treat here, if I can find it. I believe it is this one. Oh, bite-sized savoury treat. Coated in soy sauce sweetened with honey. Ooh, I'm going to wish I had more than two of these, I'm sure. So that's that. Moving on, a Sakura. Oh! I think we also call them brioche buns here. It's definitely some type of bun. So it's a small pastry with a sweet filling. That's very nice. Based on obviously the picture of the booklet, that's what to expect. I'm guessing it's boucher. I don't know. Once again, my pronunciation of things is usually terrible. We have one little sachet of tea this time around. spring gold green tea. So that will be very nice. Usually we get 2 teas, but this time we get the 1. And that pretty much brings an end to what's included in the box. So just a bit of a blurb as to the significance of Sakura. So in Japan, cherry blossoms not only symbolize clouds due to their blooming en masse, but are also a metaphor for the ephemeral nature of life. Sakura are heavily associated with mono no yes, that term that I'm not going to try to butcher anymore. Term expressing the awareness of impermanence. Which is fair enough. I mean, they only bloom within a certain part of the year, and then obviously they're not in bloom for the rest, so I can understand some of that. They obviously look very nice when they're in bloom. So obviously a bit of the history of it, some of the treats. So from the end of March to early May, so obviously they start blooming. Usually a very good time for tourism for Japan. Obviously right now it's been a little bit dicey on account of certain things happening, but hopefully in time people will be able to go back and actually see them. I know I for one would love to be able to go back to Japan, especially during Sakura season, to have a look as well. And that's pretty much just the end of the book. And yes, back to the back of it with that interesting hint for the next one. So that brings us to an end of the unboxing of the Sakura season April 2022 Bokksu subscription box. Nice combination of sweet and savoury items. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my teeth into all of them. Well, with the exception of the tea, because you don't eat tea. You could, but probably not the optimal way of enjoying it. I know I keep saying this. I will maybe try and post the odd thing to Instagram. We'll see how things go, because I usually get to the point of I just want to snack on it and see how it goes. And yeah, you can just imagine it doesn't end well thereafter. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you wish to do so. All of this does help support the channel and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.